Hello first graders, welcome to a new math lesson. Today we are in lesson 6, topic 15. This lesson will be learning and talking about solid figures. So previous lesson, the first 5 lessons of this topic, we learned and talked about plane shapes. If you remember, the beginning of our lesson, we learned the plane shapes and we say the plane shape is a flat shape. So we have triangles and these are some of them. Square, rectangular, and circle. Also, we learn about hexagon, trapezoid, and rhombus. Today, we will be learning about solid figures. So, solid figures is a shape that takes a space. So, this is a solid figures. So, these are the plane shapes. They are flat. And now we'll be learning more about solid shapes or solid figures. So, we have cubes, we have cone, we have cylinder, we have rectangular prism, and we have sphere. So let's go back to our activity. And see our shapes. So this is a cone. This is a cylinder. It has 2 flat surfaces. Cone have 1 flat surface in 1 corner or 1 vertex. Have the cubes have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 flat surface. And then we have rectangular prism. All right. So let's see what we have. Open their names again because we will be using these shapes and we need to really learn their names. So we have, these are the 3D shapes. 3D shapes are also called solid figures. So we can say 3-dimension or solid figures, shapes that take space. All right. So we have cube, again cube. We have rectangular prism. We have sphere, so a sphere, like a circle, like a ball. We have cylinder. And then we have cone. So these are the shapes. All right. So identify solid figures. Let's go for our activity, page 491. All right. Okay, let's go. So what do we have here? A cone, right? So this is the cone. And over here like an ice cream cone. So I can start with 1 flat. And that would be the cone. And then you can make it like an ice cream cone. Okay? This is a drum, but it looks like a cylinder, right? So I can also draw a can, like, you know, a can of jam or can of sauce. Sphere would be like a ball. So that would be my sphere. So I'm gonna draw a ball. Cube would be like a box. So I'm gonna draw my cube. Or a box. And then rectangular prism, like an eraser. See? Look like an eraser. So we can draw an eraser. You can trace it or you can draw it. Okay, let's see if I can trace it. Okay. So these are the shapes that we have: cube, cone, cylinder, rectangular prism, and sphere. All right, let's turn the page and see what we have. All right, we can identify these shapes for items that we have at home or in your room. So for example, cube, rectangular prism, sphere, cylinder, and cone. All right, let's see what we have. Look at the solid figures, then circle the object that have the same shape. So this is my rectangular prism. No. Lunchbox or toolbox, yes. A book, yes. So these are the two shapes. They look like rectangular prism from object that I can see in my classroom or my house. So we're gonna trace and circle these two shapes. All right, let's go for sphere. What does it look here like the sphere? The sphere over here, I see a ball. So this is basketball. I see a tennis ball, and I'm gonna circle this one. Okay, cylinder. There's two items here, looks like the cylinder, not the apple. I think they can because they have the same flat surface from the top, flat surface from the bottom, and long, so that would be one. And also that jar for the peanut butter, yeah, pretty much look like cylinder, so I'm gonna circle this one and not the baseball. All right, so these are the shapes that we can see for items that we have in our home or classroom. All right, do you understand how are solid figures different from plane shapes? Remember, what did we say in the beginning of our lesson? That plane shapes are flat. Solid figures take up place or space. So that's what we need to write down here. I'm gonna say that plane shapes are flat. But what happened to the solid figures? Solid figures are different. I'm gonna write solid figures or solid shape. What's the difference? They take up place or space. All right. Okay. Let's go and see next page, page 493, and let's do question number 4. Look at the solid figures, then circle the object that have the same shape. Again, solid figure, cube, rectangular prism, sphere, cylinder, and cone. So we have for number 4, cube. Cube. There are two items here, looks like the cube. I can see the box, and I can see the block cube shape. All right. Number 5, we have the cone. So can you see two items or objects that look like this cone? Not the starfish. Yes, the ice cream cone, and then the megaphone. Very good. All right. For sphere, I see the soccer ball, and I see the cantaloupe. Very good. All right. Number 7. What comes next? So this is the pattern, and let's see what's next. Let's put them together. Cone, cone, sphere, cone, cone, sphere, cone, cone, sphere, cone. Very good. We need to draw two cones. All right, let's turn the page and see what we have next. Number 8, solve the problems below. Petra is looking for a solid figures. We know these are the solid figures, right? It looks like a box where each flat surface is the same. What solid figure is it? Draw a picture to show your answer. So it's a solid figure that it looks like a box. All right, so that's it. Because remember, that's what we have here. Looks like a box. So what are we gonna do? All right, this is a rattle, and now we answer. Looks like a box. Which flat surface are the same? So they're all the same. Draw a picture to show. So we need to draw a box here. So we're gonna go like this. Well, doesn't look nice to me. Let me try again. Or you can go like that. This is the way I do it. And I thought I can do something easy for you to do. So this is the one. All right, let's go for number 9. Juan said that his solid figures were rolled, but it will not roll in a straight line. What solid figure does he have? Draw a picture. All right, so a solid figure that rolls. If I roll the ball, all right, let me see if I roll the cone. Oh, so as we see, the cone don't roll in a straight line, go in a circle. So that's the one. I need to draw the cone. If it's hard for you to draw, try, but if you feel like you're not doing it right, you can just write the shape. All right. All right, I really don't like this one. I'm gonna take it out. All right, number 10. Amy is bouncing a ball, which is the same shape as her ball. So she's playing with her ball. So which one is the same shape? Is it a cone, sphere, cylinder, or rectangular prism? Very good. Choice is B. All right, number 11. Draw a tower you could make with some solid figures. Write the name of each solid figures. So what you need to do is like drawing something, like, you can draw something like that. So this is a tower, and maybe I want it to be higher, so I'm gonna go like that. So what did we do? We use a cube, cylinder, and a cone. So you can draw something like that. Okay, so what we need to do, you just have fun, be creative, and draw it. You can do something different. This is what I have. You can draw like that, for example, and that would be your shape. You can even make it higher. You make like 2 cubes, and then your cylinder, and then you put the cone on top. Okay, all right, so today's lesson was really fun and easy. We learned something new. We covered the solid figures, and we learned that the solid figures, figures that take up space, and then the flat surface, that the plane shapes are flat surface. And we learned the names of our shapes. So we learned that we have cubes. We learned that we have rectangular prism, exactly like a eraser. Cubes is like a box. We learn about the cylinder, looks like a can or a jar. We learn about sphere, looks like a ball. And we learn about the cone, looks like an ice cream cone. All right, okay, first graders, that's it for today. Thank you. Bye-bye.